Paul Pelosi, who is Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi's husband, was attacked in he and Nancy's home in San Francisco while Nancy wasn't home. Now, if something like this would happen to a conservative such as Rand Paul, liberals such as Nancy Pelosi's daughter would have a heyday with this. But because it happened to a liberal, we're supposed to take it seriously and not make any jokes. Well, the hell with that. At Wedge Media, we're going to approach this the way late night talk shows would approach it if it happened to a conservative, or if they weren't a bunch of liberal shills. There are a lot of conspiracy theories out there right now about the attacker. The left wing in the media is trying to paint this guy as a right-wing conservative. The right wing is saying that, hey, you know, we talked to his baby mama. She says that he's a progressive and he's mentally ill. It doesn't matter. This is about a much more fundamental question. Explain to me how the hell this crazy man got in Pelosi's home with nothing but a hammer and no one saw it. Apparently, this guy pulled off an Ocean's 11 maneuver with what looked like a framing hammer. Can you imagine what this guy could do with a sledgehammer? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is a fundamental question that the media is not asking. They're certainly not reporting on it. Nancy Pelosi is third in line for the presidency. She has really good security. Yet, Paul Pelosi was woken up in the middle of the night by a guy who broke into their house with a hammer. Are you telling me that with all the money that they have, they can't afford ADT or a Ring video doorbell, maybe some Simply Safe there at the Pelosi household? If we ever find out the truth as to why there was no security system, no alarms going off when the guy broke the window with the hammer, it's probably going to be because they had electric vehicles charging in the garage and it kept blowing breakers, so they shut off the alarm system in order to charge the vehicles. We all make our choices. It just seems crazy to me that somewhere in the United States there's a person living in an RV that has a better security system right now than the Pelosi's do. Now, if there were a conspiracy theory out there that you might want to subscribe to, it might be that, Paul's been kind of a pain in Nancy's ass lately with the whole wrecking the car and the DUI and the whole insider trading thing. And maybe she just said, you know what? Let's just turn off the security system for a night and see if the tent people get him. Now, obviously, I'm joking. It's not a real conspiracy theory. I'm sure Nancy is not trying to get rid of her husband by shutting off the security system and letting the tent people get him. But even if that is what happened, it's California, it's San Francisco, it wouldn't be considered murder, it'd be considered a very late-term abortion. So to wrap up this segment, if you happen to know how an individual can break into the Speaker of the House's residence with a hammer and no alarms go off and nobody saw it on security and stopped it in progress to a point where the spouse has to call 911 on their own, please leave it in the comments. Let us know how that happened, because that's the one question I would love to know that nobody in the media seems to want to touch.